Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is Mike with Mallet Collectibles, and today we're going to be doing a comparison on two 1/6 scale Predators sculpted by Naren. The one on the left here is the King Skull Valdez kit that I had painted by Golf Studios, and the one on the right here is called the Slayer Deverzard, which I had painted by Joe Dunaway. These are the only two kits I've ever had. I commissioned painters, so these are my only two professionally painted kits, and I just wanted to point out in the video, the difference between them. I'm right off the bat, I'll say I'm thrilled with both of them. I'm not trying to compare one versus the other as in one's better than the other. I'm just showing you the different approaches and how these guys achieve such great results. So I have done full video reviews on both of these pieces. I'll link them, in the playlist. So if you guys haven't seen them, feel free to check those out. But I'll get into it real quick here. Right off the bat, we'll just go to the skull. Both bases are skulls, so that's a good place to start. Again, this one is done by Joe Dunaway. You can see really cool, a little bit maybe more like you'd say like the classic, like the white, at least on this one here. I really like what he did, how he did the teeth. And then compared to Golf Studios, which is a much different take, but in my opinion, equally good. I really like the way this one came out. This base is kind of crazy with all the skulls and everything that's going on. I apologize, I don't have a turntable. I had to do this setup different because of the size, especially of this one, the Slayer Deverzard. So I can't move the pieces on a turntable like I would like, but I'll try to get close-ups and everything so we can see. But again, so let's, we looked at the bone. You can see here, like on the skulls and everything, on the waist, the trophies, just an awesome paint job across. And then you can see here again, just really cool, but different. So I just want to, like I said, just to kind of point out how these guys, they obviously went about it different. I have videos I mentioned in the King Skull Valdez video. The Golf Studios sent me some videos of like the process, which was awesome. So almost all of this is airbrushed. Everything he sent me, not everything, but most of what he sent me was all airbrushed. So you can see like the skin patterns and everything. The layers are just, I think a huge amount of that was done with the airbrush, which is pretty cool. I mean, some of the stuff he was sending me kind of blew my mind, to be honest with you. And you got the scars, but and then now Joe has a Patreon, which I didn't know, but he has videos of painting this actual model. So I am definitely going to join that and check it out. Now, from what I haven't seen the videos yet, but just from what I believe, like you can see the skin pattern, the dots and everything. I think that's a paintbrush. I don't think it's an airbrush. I'm not saying one is better than the other by any means. I'm just pointing out the differences as I see them. And again, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. But I mean, look at how clean. I just think that would be extremely difficult to do with an airbrush. So I mean, look at how clean all the dot patterns are, the different size up and down, especially like on the arms, they get pretty small and just really clean. So I'm thinking, I think that's a brush, not an airbrush. absolutely intend to join Joe's Patreon, and then I mean I want to see this model in particular, but I want to see all of them because I think you can obviously learn a lot from a guy like him. So I am looking forward to that. I'm going to get started on that hopefully soon. But let's take a look at the face since we're kind of right here. Got that crazy, mean, aggressive face. You can see the veins inside the mouth. Really clean on the teeth. I like what he did with the teeth, especially. And then you got kind of the gray skin pattern going up on like around the dome. So really nice, different colors, and the color scheme, you know, it's kind of obvious. You know, the colors kind of stand out. Whereas in the Golf Studio, it's a little bit more, you know, you got your lighter in the middle, but it's a little bit more cohesive, I would say, if that makes sense, where it's not, there's not other colors on top. But you can see here, I don't want to bump anything in the mouth. Let's do this. The veins in the teeth. I mean, he's got everything's in there. So again, just a really, really cool, really nicely done. I love the design by Naren. Now I'm not positive, but I do think, if I can apologize for the lighting here, guys, but I do think there's some smaller spots on the top of the head, which I'm guessing were probably done with a brush, not an airbrush, but I think a huge amount of this thing was done with the airbrush. I know some of the videos that he sent me on the axe, if I can, oh man, don't do anything stupid here. I could turn the axe a little bit. Some of this was done with a brush. Like I said, from the videos, he sent me some of the stuff on the small stuff on the arm, like the bone wrist guards but I'm just pointing out, I'm not saying one way is better than the other. I'm extremely impressed with both of these guys from top to bottom. So if I'm sounding like, oh, an airbrush or a regular brush, one is better than the other, that's not my intention. But so let's take a look at the axe here, since they're both carrying pretty big axes, with the blood on them. Again, just a really cool design, but also the paint, really good. And then coming over here, you can see a little bit of a different take by Joe. You can see it's done differently, especially like with the blood. But at the end of the day, they both look awesome, and that's the main thing. It's not a comparison of saying, you know, one is better than the other. It's just, I'm really impressed by both of these guys. So, which I knew, I mean, I'd seen a lot of their stuff before I asked them to paint these models, so I'm not surprised, but it is a little different when you see it in person. I've never seen either one in person, so I was thrilled to have them. But let me slide this guy back. And then also, since I got these moved kind of next to each other for the video, but if you guys can see here, this is the Viper from my most recent video. So you can get a kind of a size comparison if anyone is interested. And then also, this is the Bad Blood. This is the Sideshow version. I did a video on this one a while back. I bought it and it was extremely damaged. So this is the Sideshow version. It's not the Naren not directly from Naren the kit. But any of you guys that saw that video, I got some, maybe this is like a work in progress. I got a little bit done. I still got a long way to go, but I've been kind of chipping away at that one. So when I have a good update on that, I'll do another video. But just a size comparison for you guys if anyone is interested. So you can see how they look together. Pretty cool. They're all, like I said, a little bit different scale. The Devil's Art is obviously gigantic, but they all look good together. So anyways, guys, I'll cut it short. I didn't want to make a huge video. I just wanted to get this out so you guys can kind of see if you're interested. I will say, I mentioned in both videos, but if you haven't seen them, I will say that both Joe and Golf Studios, I would, in a second, I would, you know, have them do another kit for me. I have nothing but good things to say about the results, the kits I got, but also dealing with them and working with them. Nothing but good things to say. They were both easy to work with, communicate. It was just, it's what you hope. So thank those guys. You know, I really appreciate it. If you guys are interested, I would reach out to them because it's well worth it in my opinion. I would also like to say thank you guys very much. I mean, thank everybody, but I've gotten some, I don't know what happened, but I got a bunch of new subscribers in the last like week or two. So thank you guys very much for that. I hit a little bit of a, I don't know, I went on a little bit of a roll after the last couple videos for whatever reason. Not sure why, but I'm very happy. And you guys that have been commenting on the videos and everything, I really appreciate it. Keep them coming. If you have any questions for me, or you know, just collecting in general, model kits, Predators, whatever, feel free to ask in the you know, on the video. I'll get back to you. That's the point of me making these videos, is I want to talk with you guys and get your opinions and hear about your collections and the maybe the kits and the models you guys are working on. So feel free. I appreciate it, guys. Keep them coming. If you're interested in this stuff, I do have more videos coming, so subscribe. And thank you very much, and then I will see you guys in the next video.